You're listening to Copy Chief Radio. Get all the episodes and join the community at copychief.com.
Before we break for lunch, what we're going to do is we're going to get back on the plan and top categories for 2024. So this is really where we focus again on what it's going to take for us to move the needle in 2024. When we say top categories, one of the major things we're talking about is we are talking about what are things that if you focus your time and effort, then they should provide results, okay? So in top categories for 2024, the first thing is all of these are going to fall under something that is extremely simple to understand. So the word I'm going to put, I'll put it over here because I'm not going to write on your walls. I'm going to actually write my stuff over here so you write what you want in here because you need to write specific notes related to it. We're going to talk about things that change something, okay? The top categories for 2024 all must involve change. And I'm going to go into what that means. So what we're talking about is you must convert something. Another word for change in our world are conversions. The top categories, the things that are not done by the bots, are things that are going to change something from one thing to the next. I'll tell you what they won't be. Here's the C word we're going to get rid of. Content. Content is not the thing. If what you're focusing on is content, you are headed down a path that will not continue. The one thing that the bots are great at is gathering a whole bunch of information and assembling it. And they can follow really good instructions on how to assemble that. They're able to, for you to say something like, make it 250 words, make it talk in this voice, make it do this, make it do this, make it do this. And all they're constantly talking about is that's content. Content is totally going to be a bot job. So in 2024, if your primary focus is what you do is content-based, please pay attention to us and we'll share with you how to change content into conversions. So we're going to go down in these specific categories and define what are the categories that are conversion driven. All right. We'll start off with the one that everybody has talked about is going to die for years and years and years, but nobody can kill this thing. As a matter of fact, it's actually so beautiful that people keep coming to us for specifically that skill. Email. I saw some hands shaking, so Brandon was like, yeah. Email. Email is still to this day the single biggest bang for the buck any company can use. You can't go wrong when it comes to email because it's easy to show the ROI within an email. You show that you triggered someone to take an action. You show that you gave them some information that drove them to do another thing from an email. They can easily see click-through rate. They can easily see, did you drive that person to do something? So email, I'm telling everybody, no matter what thing you do, study email because email has absolutely, it's a game changer for companies who know how to use it properly. Okay? Second thing, I know someone is really going to love this one. Landing pages, known as advertorials or sales pages. Again, it forces an action. It's not an informational page. It is about telling somebody you got here because you're interested in something, and I want you to take an action, and I'm going to turn you to do something else. I am not talking about informational pages. I'm not talking about blog content. I'm not talking about, hey, just come read about this thing. I'm talking about something that forces, it must have a call to action. It must force somebody to do something. In whatever category, subcategory, it doesn't matter. It can be information. It can be physical products, as Donnie was talking about. It doesn't matter what the thing is, but you must understand there's a psychology that happens when a person gets here. Do you understand what is some of the biggest bounce pages that people have? Some of the biggest pages that people bounce from are a landing page. And you can actually use that to your advantage. You're able to lean in and tell a client or a potential client, look at your stats and find out how fast people get off of this page. That means there's a mismatch that's happening, right? The third thing, ads. What is the whole purpose of an ad? Some people put in the chat, what is the purpose of an ad?
There you go.
You click it. Now, Greg, he's in our ACC and he knows this, and we talk about these things on here, but this is very important. I want you to understand, why do they click an ad? Oh, there you go, Tommy. What you want to do is you want to actually filter out non-buyers. A great ad makes people draw a line and they say, this is for me or this is not for me. A bad ad is actually, it can be clickbaity and it can get people to click on an ad. So there's a false metric there. Some people think it's just to click on the ad. No, it's the right person to click on the ad. If you aren't getting the right person to click on the ad, then you are absolutely wasting the business's time. So Kaylin actually works with people who run a lot of ads. She works in places where people are running tons and tons of ads because they're for physical services. She works in local markets. And what good is it to run an ad? How happy would a client be to run an ad that got a lot of clicks, but you don't get any conversions? So it's not about just running ads. It's about running ads that get conversions, right?
Hey, it's Kev Rogers here. You know, in marketing, we've got a split second to win attention, get our message across, and create a connection with our audience. People look at us and decide instantly, is this person for me? It's intimidating, I know, but I can help. Using the 60-second sales hook to tell your story is the fastest way to make that connection, create an instant bond with your best prospects, and turn skeptics into raving fans. And right now, get this, you won't believe it. You can get a free copy of the 60-second sales hook book by going to copychief.com/sales hook. That's copychief.com/sales hook. Go get it. It's free.
What I want you all to think about when we talk about the top categories for 2024 is I want you to do this thing, which is go deeper. I'm giving you the top, but what I want you to write is in whatever your specific skill set is. The thing which is in one of these, what I want you to do is I want you to come up with at least 10 companies who will be your dream companies that you would like to do that thing for. Because the top categories are the top categories for you. They're not generically top 10 categories. You need to dig in. You need to say, if I landed one of these clients, that would make my 2024 amazing. This is real. We're not writing generically top 10 categories. I want you to write, these are the top 10 categories for me. I want you to write something very specific saying emails and give a vertical and give for a company that is an ideal company. So what that would look like specifically for you all is you'd write like email, write in a vertical. In other words, what industry? Then you're going to write I see, like ideal client. By doing it very specifically that way, by getting that precise, then what you're going to do is you're going to do what we talked about before. You're going to start getting rid of the distractions. Because distractions, if you wrote down here email and landing pages and ads and you started going over and over again, then you are going to waste your time. This is not the only thing that you can do, but we're telling you, make sure you're this hyper-focused. You write out email, industry. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick 10 industries and you're going to pick what the ideal client would look like in that industry. And you'll just do this all the way down. By doing this, it is going to force you to understand what you're doing, where you're going to focus. The only top categories are the categories that matter to you that you can focus on. Little different, right? That's the key. This is your playbook. This thing is for you so that you can get the most out of it. Oh, wait, there's a question. What if I have a series of skills and copy, but no category in which I'm in? Should I pick one? The answer is yes. Absolutely yes. And there's a reason why. One of the things that we saw when Donnie was talking, he actually got excited. If you want this to be the best year of your life, you have to start with some excitement about it. Pick some industries, even if you think that they're long shots. I'm giving you 10 of them. So you can pick a couple of them that are totally long shots. You can say, well, I don't think anybody else, but I believe that such and such water. Let's say that you believe that
Reverse osmosis water.
Because you're like, no, water is everything to me. Literally write down, email, bottled water, and then pick out who that ideal client would be. There's a reason we're doing it this way, and you learn that later. But by doing this, what you're going to do is you're going to force yourself to find out what really drives you, what is going to make you wake up every day in the morning excited about doing this. You won't be excited to do it if I just give you a list, well, why don't you do this and this and this? There's money in everything. Every single one of you all, if this exercise seems hard for you, I'll give you a very specific task to do. When we go to lunch, I'll actually ask you to do this because most of you all are at home. When we go to lunch, walk around your house and see the things that are in your house that you have spent money for. Things that you spent money for, which are probably most of the things that are in your house. Then what you do is you say, man, how did they get me to spend my money on this? And somebody actually in the comments earlier said, I drive down the freeway rewriting billboard ads. It's the same thing. You think about all the things in your house and you think about how could they have sold this to me in a better way? And you're going to find a whole lot of opportunities just literally in your house of places that need your skill set. They literally need what you have to offer, and you're doing them a disservice by not offering it to them.
Love it. And I just want to quickly reiterate, Donnie showed me the email that he sent to Braxton, who's the CEO. I remember he mentioned it. It had the very specific line in there that he used that Braxton responded to it in 7 minutes. And he told Donnie later, he said, this is the line that got me to respond within 7 minutes of getting the email. And the point is, Donnie knew he was excited about golf. He's a golf nut. And he said, if I could wake up every day and write copy for golf, things would be really good. So he made it happen, okay? And that's kind of what we're getting at here. Don't worry about viability. Don't do this backwards. Start with, yes, you're learning the skill. You'll continue learning the skills. Find a place to put that energy right now, whether you're just practicing or whether you think there is an emerging market. Just wake up excited to do this work. Hey, don't forget your goodies. Head over to copychief.com/copychiefradio to get some great free stuff to help you put the things you hear on the show into action for your business. copychief.com/CCR.